What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with another video on the Spider-Man deal. So it looks like Spider-Man could be coming back to the MCU, even though he technically didn't leave the MCU yet. A lot of people are acting like he's out of the MCU. A lot of people are boycotting Spider-Man Far From Home re-release with the new extended footage, which literally makes no sense to me, guys, because even if he is out of the MCU, Spider-Man Far From Home is still canon. Whatever happened in Spider-Man Far From Home would still happen going in Spider-Man 3. They've made that canon. They've already said that. So what is good, YouTube? What's you here? If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos, any of the Marvel, DC, Star Wars based videos. We are currently giving away a Spider-Man Game of the Year edition with a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X with Gears of War 5 when this channel hits 100,000 subscribers. If you look back to my first video, guys, this channel has been around for a very long time. We are not new here. We are not growing at the fastest rate, but we have been consistent for many years. Well, at least a couple of years. So until then, we are giving away EndGame on Blu-ray. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel with notifications on and let me know down below why should I pick you, and I will be picking the first winner on Friday, and we will be giving away EndGame every week for the next 4 weeks as of this Friday. So just make sure to subscribe to the channel and let me know down below why you should win. So guys, I said yesterday it would be my last video, but there has technically been a rumored, alleged report that Spider-Man could be back in the MCU in a massive way, but it's not really about Spider-Man. This is the new negotiation talks. Trust me, guys, Spider-Man is not leaving the MCU. Marvel will not allow it. Marvel will back down. Sony will back down. They both make too much money independently off the back of each other. Marvel being the merchandise and Spider-Man, Sony being, it's just easy for them to let Marvel deal with the movies. So let's break down this alleged report. So essentially what it is saying is that next week there's going to be a massive discussion between Disney and Sony, or Marvel and Sony. So the internet went crazy last week when everyone thought numerous outlets were believing it, and people were only believing it because Deadline said it, but technically there was no initial information. So we haven't really had any confirmed information, even though Kevin Feige and Tom Holland had said, I love you 3000, I love the fans, I'm still Spider-Man, etc. But realistically, guys, no one knows anything. No one has said anything official. So it is all rumored. It is all alleged. No one knows anything more than anyone else. But this new indication is very promising, as this is something that Sony have wanted for a long time. Venom versus Tom Holland Spider-Man. Sony have wanted this for a very long time. So I'm going to read this word for word. After the chaos that initial news that Spidey was leaving the MCU caused, we've just started to adjust the new status quo. With what Tom Holland promising that there are exciting things and awesome crossovers in store for Sony movies. However, one thing as a whole, the whole situation has made clear is the plan can change at a dim of a switch. Realistic, guys, they will figure it out. So essentially what this report is saying, if this meeting does lead to a new deal, it seems it may spell a greater connection between Sony, Marvel, and the MCU going forward. We heard that Sony isn't entirely against giving Spidey back, but they do still want to be able to use Spider-Man in Venom 2, Venom 3, and everything that Sony makes. If Sony makes it into SpiderVerse, they want Tom Holland to be able to get on board with that. Kraven the Hunter, Sinister Six, anything basically that Sony wants to make. Essentially, Sony wants access to Tom Holland's Spider-Man in their independent movies. And if Marvel doesn't agree to this, that is pretty stupid, guys, because just because Tom Holland Spider-Man could appear in the Venomverse, Sonyverse, Spideyverse, it doesn't take anything away from the MCU, and that is the biggest criticism that people have. So it would be interesting. They essentially want that. So if they can make a deal where Tom Holland can be involved in both franchises, Sony and obviously Disney, because Disney is Marvel. Sometimes people are like, well, Stu, it's not Disney, it's Marvel. Marvel is owned by Walt Disney, so it is Disney. Everything Disney. Star Wars, Disney. Pixar, Disney. Marvel, Disney, it's all Disney. So do you want to see Tom Holland appear in both Venomverse, Sonyverse, Spiderverse, and in the MCU? I think that is a win-win situation. And guys, this channel is essentially breakdown, theories, reviews, news. So I'm sorry that I have to keep making Spider-Man videos, but when a new story comes up, I asked people, do you want me to cover it? And yes, they're like, yes, cover it. So I'm only really relaying back to you what you guys want me to do. So if I say I'm not going to make another video, then I do. I apologize for that, guys. but I did put a poll up and most of the people did want me to cover this new story. It was quite high. 88% of people, as of the time of recording this video, wanted me to do it. So here it is. Realistically, this would be the best case scenario for both parties. If Tom Holland could appear in Venom, into SpiderVerse, and all the other spin-off movies, that Sony has going. And also, it would be better if he could appear in the MCU as well. I'm freaking excited for this. This would be awesome, guys. But just remember, it doesn't really mean anything if it does happen, because let's be honest, they all should be connected realistically, but that's never going to happen because Disney and Sony never come to terms and conditions. But if Tom Holland could appear in Venom and also appear in the MCU, there is no real issue with this, guys, is there? Let me know down below, and if you want any requested videos, let me know down below. I will be doing different content, Star Wars and that kind of stuff, more DC stuff, as I am really liking DC, and this channel did primarily start with DC, so I will be getting wider, different kind of content, still staying grounded towards Marvel, as you guys know. This channel did start with me covering The Flash, Arrow, Justice League, and that kind of stuff, and I want to get back to roots, but I also want to do more Marvel stuff, so guys, let me know, recommend stuff down below. If you want to work with me, just email me, waterbusiness@gmail.com, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.